Anthony Herbig here with a Canfield basketball player profile. We're joined by Sam Castronova. Sam, thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course.
This is a Canfield team that really has been playing phenomenally well this year, and now you're back-to-back AAC champions, trying to get a district champion this year. Just talk to us first about the whirlwind of this program and what it's been like the last 2 years to see so much success come out of it.
Yeah, last year we had a lot of success. We fell a little short, and then this year we got a new coach coming in, and we just had a lot of success and got on a couple win streaks, and we're just looking to win a district title this year and go from there.
Couple of win streaks indeed. We've talked to a couple of your teammates, and I always brought up that start. The 0-2 start. Obviously, very tough teams that you played to start the season, but it seemed like after that, you guys hit a really big run and really turned into the team that you wanted to be. From your perspective, what was it like bouncing back from a start that you didn't want?
Yeah, I mean it was nice. I feel like playing those difficult teams helped us get like a feel for just a kick to start the season, and we just were able to like play some harder competition, which allowed us to beat other teams.
Yeah, it's your senior year. So one of the things that we always ask seniors is what it's been like to deal with all the emotions that senior year can bring. So last time you're doing a lot of things. How have you been handling it?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely crossed my mind like tons of times how many like that it'll be my last run and that if we lose in the tournament it's done and I'm probably not going to play in college. So yeah, it's always crossed my mind.
Well, we hope that that doesn't happen for a long time.
Yeah, me too.
One of the things that excites us about tournament time is you get that clutchness in the teams, and you get you get to see that winning mentality. You guys have had it. What do you think forms that in this program? What do you think gives you that clutchness, that ability to go win games in overtime? We've seen you do that this year. Win close games, a lot of them in the conference. What gives this team the ability to not be pressured when things get close?
I feel like it's definitely our chemistry. We've been together for the past 2 years and we've been able to like build experience with each other and that has allowed us to like come together in these big games and in the clutch moments.
Talking about being together, I mean, this senior class is huge. You were able to play basketball with all these great guys for a long time. What's it like to have all this with the rest of your senior classmates?
Yeah, it's nice. We lost a couple guys to injury this year, and but I've been playing with these guys for a while, and it's just nice to be able to like get these moments in with them.
You talked about the coaching staff. Obviously, you're led by someone that might get a statue outside of Canfield at some point in John Cullen. Might get the whole gym named after him. He's a basketball legend.
Yeah,
What is it like being coached by him, and what's it been like to see him come back to Canfield to try to finish his career out strong?
yeah, it's awesome. We love him. He brings a bunch of knowledge from like all the years he's been coaching, and he's really helps us on the defensive end. Always knows what's coming, and he has a lot of respect from other teams and other coaches, so that helps us.
When you talk about John Cullen, you talk about just the basketball knowledge that he has. He's a fountain of absolute basketball IQ. What's that like for you guys to always be able to have a coach that knows exactly what's going on? He can probably pick apart any team on film and put you guys in the best situation to win.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time, so he knows a lot more than we do. Even when we think we're right, we're wrong, and he always just directs us in the right direction, and he knows what's going on at all times.
Now, all that being said, does he still give you guys like the leeway to see stuff and be like, "Hey, coach, maybe this team is doing this. Maybe we can pull this off," or something like that? Is there still an openness between you and the coaching staff so you guys can have ideas too?
Yeah, for sure. They always give us free reign to talk whenever we want, just give opinions on the other team or when we're watching film, see what like to talk about what we see and stuff.
What does that do for your confidence to know that you have a coaching staff that we just talked about, knows so much, has been doing it for so long, but they still are able to give you guys the confidence to say, "Hey, we see this and we see that on film."
It's great because some situations you might not be able to talk and you might feel like that the coaches have full control over you and that has an effect on the players and the team overall.
We all see Coach Colin. We've been seeing him on the sidelines for a long time. What's he like in practice? What's a typical Coach Colin practice look like at Canfield?
He's always got his full practice plan ready. We stick to time and we just work on the fundamentals, play a lot of 5-on-5, and just get ready for the game. Mostly just going over the other team's plays and just getting ready for the next game.
We've been hearing about the quotes that he's likes to bring out a lot. What are some of the ones that he's brought out for you guys that stuck with you?
He always says, "Put a sign around your neck." Let me think. You couldn't hit a bull in the butt with a bass fiddle. All these quotes that we've never heard before, but we love.
You gotta love it. When you
Yeah.
talk about Canfield sports right now, the whole athletics room is having such a era of success. Football team, has been to state a couple of times in the last couple of years. Obviously, the softball team went to state last year. You guys are on a great run. The girls basketball team went to regionals last year. They had a great season this year. When you look at the athletes that you have at Canfield right now, and you're able to look around both sides, boys and girls, and see just a lot of success out of the school, what does that do for you, and how cool is it to be a part of it?
Yeah, it's really cool. Like we got these teams that are making runs, and it just when we see them going on these big runs, we want to go on a big run. We want to be like them, and they have a positive impact on us and our team.
You have had the opportunity to have such good student sections at Canfield for your games. What's your favorite sport to be a student section in?
Definitely football. I love to be in the football student section.
Even the cold? You okay
Yeah,
with those cold weather football
yeah,
games? Yeah.
yeah.
What's your favorite theme? What's the favorite student section theme?
I think I like beach theme because it's warm.
Not in the cold, though.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Save that for the early season
yeah.
games. So let's talk about this tournament time. We said it before, every game could be your last now. You're not guaranteed the next. How have you guys been handling preparation for tournament, and what's it like to finally be in this stage where it's win or go home, and everything matters just a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, obviously our goal is to win districts, win regionals, go as far as we can, but we really just have to focus on Northwest right now, who we play Thursday, and we can't look ahead games because then we could get upset.
When you have all those goals and you're so hungry for a district championship, and like you said, you're hungry for even more, how hard has it been to lock in on just a one game at a time mentality?
It's kind of tough, but our coaches just don't let us look ahead, and
Mhm.
they always make us focus on just the next game. Don't look ahead. Just keep your focus on the next team you play.
We talked about this big senior class, and next year you're all going to be gone. I'm wondering, in your perspective, who are some underclassmen that you've seen this year kind of sharpen those leadership teeth a little bit that make you confident that next year, when the big senior class is graduated, this team's going to have really good leaders?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Drew Shapiro, Ben Weaver, and Ray, they played a lot last year for us. And this year, guys like Landon Shina, Bryce Roberts, and Jake Delisio have played a lot for us. And they're definitely going to take a big step next year. And I'm looking forward to watching them play.
When you think of the way seniors are kind of graded is how they left it when how they leave the program. Is it better than when they left it? What kind of legacy do you hope that you leave on this program? If we ask next year's players what it was like to have Sam Castronova as a teammate, what do you hope their answer would be?
Yeah, I mean, I just hope they talk good about me, say I was a good teammate, say I made people laugh, just had a good time at practice, and then also just was locked in every game day and every practice and focused on one goal to win games.
Don't worry, buddy. I don't think it's even possible to say anything bad about Sam Castronova at this point. When you think of being a role model now with the success that has come with this Canfield program, you see a lot of young kids that are looking up to varsity members saying they want to be like you when they grow up and they get into high school. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, it's been cool just seeing the kids every game up in like their side of the student section, cheering us on, giving us high fives as we go to the locker room. It's cool seeing them because I remember I was a kid like that once, just looking up to the high schoolers, and it's just cool to see.
When you were a kid, who were some of the guys that you really looked up to that you wanted to be like when you grew up?
I remember watching Ethan Kalina, Connor Krogan, just watching those guys when I was like fifth grade, just watching them in the student section. I just remember it.
So those are your basketball role models when you were growing up. What about now? Who are some of the people that you would consider role models in your life?
Definitely my parents. I wouldn't be able to be where I am as a basketball player today without my parents and everybody in my family, my coaches, my friends. I just want to thank them all.
Talk a little bit more about your parents and kind of everyone has that story that says their parents obviously support them and are behind them. What is it about your specific parents that lets you know that they have your back no matter what you're going through?
Yeah, I mean, back in like seventh and eighth grade, I didn't play much. I basically rode the bench. I got in for the last minute of every game when we were up 20. And my parents really never gave up on me. They told me just they're always going to believe in me. And even if I'm not playing, they're still going to like trust me and trust my decision to keep playing. And it worked out.
How did you keep believing in yourself through that too? Because you have to continue to have confidence that eventually you're gonna get to that point. That would be an easy point for a player to say, okay, you know what, basketball was fun, but I'll try something else when I go into high school. You never did that. So what kept you confident through those tough times in middle school?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely tough just seeing all my friends get to play. But I got an opportunity to play freshman year when a couple of the guys got moved up to JV. And that kind of brought some of my confidence back, brought back some of my love for the game. And then it kind of just turned it for me.
All right, we got to talk about your future after Canfield. You already said the basketball at the next level probably been off the table, but what is in your future plans? What are some of the things that you want to accomplish after you do graduate from Canfield?
I plan on going to Ohio State, and I'm going to major in health sciences, I think, and just see where that
What?
takes me.
So Ohio State, that's a big one. What made you want to go there, and what was the deciding factors in that being your school?
I've been a fan of Ohio State ever since I was a little kid, and I just love the sports there. I love the campus, and my sister goes there, so it's just nice to connect with her.
Obviously, getting into Ohio State not the easiest thing in the world for academics. So what has it been like being an athlete while also juggling obviously the high academic standards that you have for yourself and that you've set for getting into Ohio State?
Yeah, it's tough to balance like practice till from 2 to 5:30, and then going home and having to cram for a study for a test. It's tough to balance it and just trying to keep my grades up and also keep my basketball up.
You only have a few months left of senior year. Has it started to kick in that senioritis a little bit? You can be honest with us.
Yeah, it's definitely kicked in.
When you think of some of the things that you're the most proud of accomplishing, whether it be on the basketball court, in the classroom, in your high school career, what are some of the things that you look back on when you graduate and you're saying, man, I am really proud of myself for getting through that?
I would probably say, I don't know, calc class was pretty tough this year. Um, Definitely just getting through the basketball season. Like it was a tough grind, and I don't know, it was just tough.
All right, before we let you go, final question for you. I know you can't look too far ahead as a athlete because you're looking at one game at a time.
Yeah,
But we're gonna say, hey, if you win a district championship, what would that mean to you? Like, can you even put into your mind what that feeling would be like if you were able to cut down the nets?
yeah. I mean, it'd be great. I still remember to this day how I felt last year when we lost the district final to Cheney, and I just really don't want to feel that again. I would love to win a district chip with my friends and just my family.
All right, Sam, before we let you go, I want to give you the chance to take the spotlight off yourself and shine it on all your support system, the people that have had your back throughout a lot of the ups and downs of your career. I want you to give your shout outs now and thank whoever you want to thank.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank my family, especially my parents, both of my sisters, my coaches, all my friends. Just I wouldn't be able to do without them, and they've supported me from when I started playing basketball as a kid to now.
All right, Sam, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate it, and we look forward to talking to you again real soon. Good luck the rest of the way. We hope this basketball season goes as long as it possibly can.
Yep. Thank you for having me.